for us so we can keep improving our practice. Have a think about what resources that you go away with. You're going to have the videos that are going to be posted on the website. I'll find the website here. Where GlobalGEG has the links to all of the, sorry, I'm doing about 10 things here. Links. Open, there's the trainer chat website there, which is linked to the GlobalGEG. You'll find resources there. Also look for our website, globalgeg.org. So how did everyone find those sessions? What were you talking about?
My session was clearly great because Chris wanted to come to mine, but I said that, you know, Leslie's going to tell me off if you don't go to hers. But he clearly didn't want to do your session, Leslie.
Yeah, I nabbed him.
I didn't know where I was supposed to go, but thank you.
Thanks so much, Chris. So I think the others might be coming back. Stephanie's group hasn't come back yet. It doesn't seem to be.
We're back.
Are you back? You back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think unless there are some other questions, unless people want to drop a question into the chat, you've got everyone here and all the trainers here from all the rooms. So if there is there are more questions, or just pop a word in there, you know, a word or a phrase. How did you find that session? Will we do more? We're going to look at the feedback and see whether this is something that we can offer again, especially in the UK time zone, because it's nearly midnight for Abbott. It's informative. Thanks, Kelly.
Leslie, this might be a good time for me to just announce too that we've just here at Google, we've been just given some funding to run the trainer workshops again globally.
Oh, good.
And so we're a bit excited about that. And also exciting is the fact that we've got a large chunk of that funding now to be international. So we got some for the US, of course, but a whole lot of funding now outside the US. So we're running trainings throughout Asia Pacific, throughout Europe and the Middle East, and also in Latin America as well. And so, yeah, you can expect, if you know people who also want to be trainers, because I understand a lot of you guys are already well down that path, but if you know other people who are interested in becoming trainers, get them to keep their eye out for that. We'll be announcing those very shortly.
Yeah, so helpful. That's, you know, like it really helped me. In 2019, I was about to submit my training application when I saw an advertisement. Chris Betcher was running a workshop in Google headquarters for people who wanted to become trainers. And then I found out it was the first one in the world.
And that was my first week at Google. I was like, oh.
It was too. Yeah, that's right. May the fourth be with you. And it was so good. It was very informative. And I think I went home back to my apartment, like I was in a hotel room, because I was in Sydney. I don't live there. And so I spent the next 4 hours of just fixing up my submission to bring it up to a standard that I realised I needed to be. And that's when I realised that if I could do something informal like this, and these wonderful people, you know, Stephanie and Abbott and Becky have formalised it and made it into a really professional opportunity for people to come and ask questions.
Yeah. Hey, can I just also, while I'm here, just introduce Mary as well, because she's new to the Google team, but not new to the Google world. Mary up there on the top corner of my screen is based in Manila in the Philippines, and has been a Google trainer for about 10 years and ran a company that did Google training for many years as well, but was just recently, like last month or so, was officially brought onto the Google team as the education lead for the Philippines. So I just wanted to introduce her.
Congratulations. Well done, Mary.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Chris.
Okay, so well, thanks so much, Mary and Chris, for coming along to our session, and thank you, Becky and Stephanie and Abed, for leading those rooms. And so I think we will close this and let people either start having breakfast or go to bed or get on with their day's work. Thank you, everyone, so much. Thank you for coming, making
Thank
this
you,
a very
everyone.
special session.
And thanks to everyone who's going through the program and becoming a trainer as well. You
Absolutely.
have no idea how many doorways will open for you.
Absolutely. Okay, then. Bye.
Thanks, Leslie.
Leslie? Okay, Chris?
Yes.
My group had a question. Does student trainings count, like you train your students on Google products when you are a trainer or during case studies?
So is the question, sorry, what's the actual question?
Can you train your students? So say you're a teacher and you train your students on how to use Google Classroom. Does that count as a training?
Oh, does it count as a training? I would usually say no, but I guess it depends on the context of it. So, for example, if you're just going into the classroom and teaching the group of kids you always teach, and you happen to say, "Hey, kids, look, this is how you use Google Docs," that's not really a training. But if your school was to run a program to say, you know, upskill all students in the use of some Google tool, and you ran it as a specific program to upskill students, then yeah, I'd probably say yes.
Okay. Yeah, that came up today, so I wasn't sure how to answer that.
Yeah. I think it comes down to context in that case. Like, is it specifically done as a training, or is it just something you would do as part of your job anyway?
Okay. Perfect.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because a lot of times with my students, besides having them simply use Google Docs, I'll have them go further by using a tool, understanding the equation tool on a Google Docs. I'm like, we're going to use it this way because I'm going to have you prepared for high school and beyond.
Yeah.
Rather than just simply, open a Google Doc.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, today would have helped, Frederick.
Thank you. And I'm so glad to have been able to do that training. And I'm excited to do more. And it's funny because Louise and I are actually working together with Bonnie to do a training on this. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's funny, it's a Tuesday, so for me that'll have to be a nighttime presentation.
And you just became a GEG leader too, so congratulations.
Oh yes, I saw that email. I was like, yeah, so I was very excited.
That's great stuff.
That's awesome.
Thank you for the nomination.
For the rest of the day, I'm going to go and enjoy the beach. It's sunshine outside, so.